Let's continue with our coverage this evening on the death of former President David Mabuza. Take you to Cape Town, Parliament to be exact. Bring in SABC News reporter Lula Mamadja. Lula, we're coming to you because Parliament was a site that was very familiar for David Mabuza during his time, especially as leader of government business. How is his death, his passing, being reflected on there?
Welcome to Parliament, Tembekile and SABC viewers. Yes, indeed. Former President David Mabuza came here in Parliament. At the time, it was in the mid of a term. He was elected as the ANC Deputy President, taking over from the current President Cyril Ramaphosa as the Deputy President of the ANC, and he was sworn in as the Deputy President of the country here. And his responsibility as the Deputy President of the country was being the leader of government business. He was the link between Parliament and the executive. I am joined by the leader of Jama-ah, Ganief Hendricks. Welcome to the SABC.
No, thank you very much. Jama-ah is shocked to hear of the passing of the former Deputy President, and we like to convey our condolences to his family, to the ANC, and to the President. He was my Deputy President in the 6th Parliament, and as you correctly said, the Leader of Parliament. So when I addressed him as the Leader of Parliament and asked him to visit District 6, he agreed and he kept his promise. He came to District 6 to assist the people to get their restitution houses. And he heard that the keys to 105 houses was lying with the mayor in the mayor's office for 6 months. He then told the mayor, you go to your office, fetch those keys and give it to the people. The mayor tried to protest that there's some problems with the staircases, and that's why I couldn't give the keys. When the Deputy President heard that many people died during those 6 months, he was very upset, and he accompanied the mayor and the first residents of District 6 to get their keys to their restitution houses. So he was very concerned about people on the ground. When I visited Bushbuck Ridge in Mpumalanga, as a member of the Portfolio Committee for Water and Sanitation, the people spoke well of their former Premier and said that when he heard they had problems with water, he made sure that every house in Bushbuck Ridge had a standpipe. Unfortunately, the municipalities, they have let the former Deputy President down, and I hope now that they will honor his legacy, make sure that the people of Bushbuck Ridge get water to their standpipes, and the other residents of District 6 get their houses. But Jama-ah is very sad and shocked, and I've got to convey this now to my constituency.
And your fondest memories of him in the House?
Well, like I said, my fondest memory of him in the House is that he was very practical. If an honourable member asked for his assistance to do community engagement, he always agreed. And like he agreed to join me to come and visit District 6, the Group Areas Act, the axe first fell on District 6. And the first resistance fighters in the country came from District 6. And we had safe houses in District 6. And that's why the Deputy President did that in honor of former comrades who sought refuge in District 6. And that's my fondest memory of him.
Mm-hmm. You were sitting in the opposition benches in the House. You were rivals. But as you are saying, he did not show that rivalry when he had to serve. He was serving people no matter which political parties they belong to.
No, that is correct. As you know, I normally table tough questions to the Deputy President and even the President. And that didn't deter them from responding to the needs of our different constituencies. So for the Leader of Parliament, He served the constituencies of all political parties in Parliament.
Your message to his family?
My message to his family is to remember that he was not hesitant to go to the ground, to meet communities, to meet struggling communities, to listen to them, and he did not make any promises. He acted immediately, like in District 6 at Imbizo. The mayor was sitting there and he said, "Come, let us go and fetch the keys." Very practical, and there was still a program that was happening. Now he was determined to get the keys, and the people applauded him.
One of the duties of members of Parliament is to play oversight over the executive. And the Deputy President comes to the National Assembly once during a quarter to answer questions. From your understanding as Jama-ah sitting there, how would you say was his conduct and his personality when he's answering questions in the National Assembly?
Look, I know Jama-ah always asks difficult questions. And they are prepared for us, and they anticipate, what are they going to ask, especially follow-up questions. And the other parties as well, they try and catch out the Deputy President and the President. But I must say that, he was empathetic to the questions. He tried to find out why is the honourable member asking that question. It must be affecting his constituency. And then he, went out of his way to try and satisfy the member. And he always indicated that, look, I'll follow up, I'll write back to you, I'll call you. So it was not just answering questions as a formality.
Thank you very much for your time.
No, it's a pleasure.
That was Jama-ah leader as well as the Deputy Minister of Social Development, Ganief Hendricks. With that, back to you at the studio.
Thank you very much for that. Lula Ma, part of the SABC team this evening that is bringing you coverage of the passing of former Deputy President David Mabuza, who's died at the age of 64.